The world is taking another step towards the fulfillment of the end times prophecies. The red heifer, so important for the purification ritual of the third temple, has been born in Israel. Now it's only a matter of time before this monument is erected and the Antichrist appears to fulfill his role. In this video, I will show you something that no one is talking about regarding the red heifers and explain in a very simple way why they are so important. You will be surprised at how advanced the Jews are in the breeding and reproduction of this animal, which must be in perfect condition according to the laws of Moses to achieve its great purpose. Some believe that these heifers might exacerbate the conflict between Jews and Arabs, potentially leading to a worldwide conflict. But can a simple cow really be the cause of the start of World War III? I will share my thoughts on this matter, so stay with me until the end. First, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel. It's very easy and free. Just click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell, as I want to help you understand the Bible in a simple and easy way. All right, so let's begin. In chapter 19 of the book of Numbers in the Old Testament, God instructed Moses on a purification ritual for people considered impure, allowing them to integrate back into the community. This procedure included the use of a completely red heifer that had not given birth or done any work. Unlike other animals, this cow was to be sacrificed by the priest outside the tabernacle. Another man would burn the animal entirely, and both the priest and the man needed to wash themselves, remaining impure until the end of the day. A third man would collect the ashes of the heifer and store them in a clean place outside the camp, also needing to wash himself afterward. These ashes were mixed with water, called the water of purification, to purify people who had touched dead bodies or been in tents where someone had died, allowing them to rejoin the community. If they did not, they would be excluded. This ceremony has not been performed for thousands of years because the tabernacle and the temple of Jerusalem no longer exist, having been destroyed. However, the Jews wish to rebuild the temple, believing that the Messiah will come to sit in it. In 2018, the Temple Institute announced that, after much searching and millions of dollars in investments, they found the first completely red heifer in 2,000 years in the United States. Since then, they have been ready to begin the construction of the third temple in Jerusalem, indicating that we are very close to the fulfillment of end times prophecies, including the arrival of the Antichrist and the return of Jesus. On September 16, 2022, 5 perfect red heifers were transported from Texas to Jerusalem, where they are under the care of the Temple Institute, eagerly awaiting the moment of the first sacrifice, essential for the temple's reconstruction. The world has known only 2 Jewish temples, the first, built by King Solomon and destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BC, and the second, built after the Babylonian captivity and destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD. The third temple is related to a prophecy to be fulfilled at the end of times, where the Antichrist will sit to govern the world, deceiving and persecuting the Jews. The Jews believe that God's presence was linked to the tabernacle and the temple. With the destruction of these places, they believe that God stopped being completely with them and has not yet sent the promised Messiah. They do not believe that Jesus is the Messiah and expect that God will send the true Messiah after the temple is rebuilt. In the Old Testament, only 9 perfect red heifers were found and sacrificed for the purification ritual. The Temple Institute is just waiting for the green light to start the construction of the third temple, identical to Solomon's temple, with the plans and furniture already prepared, and the people who will serve in the temple already selected and trained. The third temple will be built in a place sacred to Jews, Christians, and Muslims, where the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock are located. Although Israel retook control of the old city of Jerusalem and the Temple Mount in the Six-Day War in 1967, the Mount remains under Jordanian custody. To build the third temple, Jews and Muslims would have to resolve their differences, which could worsen the crisis between them, possibly leading to a major war. The Arabs are aware of the existence of the red heifers and are preparing to defend their territory. However, I believe that the Antichrist will take advantage of the situation to broker an agreement between Jews and Muslims, allowing the temple to be built. With his power of persuasion, he will get the 3 major religions of the world to sign a great peace treaty, permitting the construction of the third temple in Jerusalem. This will be the sign for the Jews to believe that he is the Messiah they have been waiting for, After the permission for construction, the temple is expected to be completed within a year, and it will be from this sacred place that the Antichrist will govern the world. For the first 3.5 years, the peace agreement will be maintained, but at the end of this period, he will break the agreement, committing the terrible abomination in the temple, starting the worst period of the Great Tribulation. At this point, God's wrath will begin to be poured out on the earth, and the Jews will realize that the Messiah they were waiting for had already come 2,000 years ago, but was rejected. The prophet Zechariah prophesied about this moment when many will mourn in Jerusalem. At the end of the 7 years of the Great Tribulation, Jesus will return, defeat the Antichrist, the false prophet, and Satan, gathering his bride, the Christians, with the converted Jews, to live in peace in the New Jerusalem. Therefore, although the red heifers have great significance for the Jews, they mean nothing to us. In the past, they represented the offering for the purification of sin, bringing new life and redemption to the people. Jesus sacrificed himself so that our impurities could be washed away once and for all, allowing us to enter God's presence. The ashes of the red heifer symbolize Christ's death, and the water of purification symbolizes his blood. Regarding the construction of the third temple, we should not be worried. Christ has already guaranteed our victory, and our crown is stored. We just need to persevere until the end. At the end of the book of Revelation, the Lord gives us the following message. Behold, I am coming soon, and my reward is with me, and I will give to each person according to what they have done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Blessed are those who wash their robes, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may go through the gates into the... If you enjoyed this message, share it with your friends and family and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May God bless you. If you enjoyed this message, share it with your friends and family and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May God bless you.